Come to me. Shine for me. Legendary.
What up, humans? Kurumi here, and welcome to the Mobile Legends Bootcamp. In this video, we are going to talk about the mage hero, Novaria. Novaria is a mage hero with burst magic damage. We consider Novaria as a mage that could snipe squishy enemies easily with her second skill. Now, let me share some tips and tricks on how to use Novaria based on our experience. We will also teach you some combos and techniques on the latter part of this bootcamp. But before that, let me explain her skills one by one for further understanding. Novaria's passive, Star Trail, buffs her skills with special effects. Summoning Astral Spheres will slow nearby enemies continuously. When it explodes, it will deal magic damage plus additional damage based on the enemy's max HP. When an Astral Sphere hits an enemy, it will grant vision of them even inside from the bush. Although, it will not reveal the entire bush and will only reveal those enemies hit by Astral Spheres. The short reveal will help you chase after enemies going inside bushes. Novaria's first skill, Astral Meteor, lets Novaria summon an Astral Sphere. The Astral Sphere summoned will continuously deal magic damage to nearby enemies. With the boost from your passive, it will have a slowing effect which can be used to slow down enemies. The slowing effect could help you chase after enemies or escape death. After a few seconds, it will explode and will deal magic damage plus a percentage of the enemy's max HP. The explosion will also increase the slowing effect. This is best used during team fights since lots of enemy heroes could be hit altogether with this skill. Novaria's second skill, Astral Recall, lets Novaria shoot an Astral Sphere from afar. Upon clicking, an Astral Sphere is summoned from a distance and slowly reaches Novaria. The traveling Astral Sphere has vision that could also show you what's inside the bush. While the sphere is traveling, she gains movement speed and she can also pass through terrains. Passing through terrains will increase the movement speed bonus. This feature can be used to chase after or escape enemies trying to gank you since not everyone will be able to pass through walls. We also tried it to travel outside the map, but it will only allow you to travel a certain distance outside the map. When the sphere reaches Novaria, she can shoot it towards a target direction within a duration. The range of this skill is no joke as it can even snipe enemies that have already escaped. The sphere will explode and stop its journey when hitting an enemy hero but will only pass through minions or jungle monsters and deal damage. The explosion will deal magic damage plus a percentage of enemies' max HP. The damage will increase based on the travel distance from where it was summoned. You can see the count of boost here. When you are chased by enemies, it's best to cast it towards their direction so you can gain more charges and slowing them down while running away from them. When you are chasing after enemies, it's best to cast it backwards so you can achieve more charges while chasing after your target. Although, you can also cast it forward so you can slow them down even a little bit with the Astral Sphere. The distance traveled after releasing the sphere also counts in the boost damage. When you combo it with Flicker, you can gain some extra charges for more damage. We tried using it with Luo Yi and it granted us the maximum charges of 10. The ability to pass through walls is best when chasing enemies since you don't have to worry about walls anymore. Novaria's ultimate skill, Astral Echo, reveals enemies hit in a large area. Novaria scatters Astral Echo towards the target direction which slows enemy heroes hit and applies Astral Ring on them. Astral Ring increases the enemy's hitbox by a large amount and reveals their surrounding area and lasts for a few while. With the hitbox increase, it can be used before you target your skills so that you have a higher chance to make them hit. The hitbox increase is very useful especially when you are teamed up with a Franco or Selena. Here, Novaria used her ultimate and we will try to hook the enemy target a little off. As you can see, we targeted the hook just around the corner of the Astral Ring indicator and it still hooked the enemy even if it didn't look like it was gonna hit. Revealing the enemy's surrounding area is also helpful when checking enemies in the bush especially during Lord fights. In terms of items, one of your choices is to go for the Magic Burst item build approach. The Kurumi Way build will give you a huge amount of magic power and grant you additional magic damage as well. This is best used when your gameplay is more of staying safe while shooting skills from behind. The Swifty BB build will grant you lots of movement speed while having a decent amount of magic power. This is best used when your gameplay is aggressive since you can easily go in and out of team fights with lots of movement speed. The Roam support build will grant you different effects that could help you and your team in ganking. The slowing effect from the Ice Queen wand would definitely slow the enemies to death with your first skill. The item build for Novaria really depends on the enemies lineup, so make sure to read each item's description so you can adapt in game. One of the best spells to be used on Novaria is Flicker. You can use it to either escape death or chase after enemies. You can also use it to gain more distance traveled by the Astral Sphere on your second skill. You might also want to consider Flame Shot. You can deal extra magic damage to enemies especially when they are far from you. In my opinion, the best emblem set to be used is the custom Mage emblem set. Set agility to its max level because it can give you additional movement speed. Setting observation to max level will provide additional magic penetration on your skills. Get Impure Rage to deal extra damage on your skills which you can use to poke enemies in the early game. Hitting a target with Impure Rage also recovers you some mana to help you sustain in the lane without going home. Set second skill to max level first to have its base damage and extra percentage damage higher. Prioritize first skill less since your second skill is what you need for burst damage dealing. Always upgrade her ultimate skill when available for upgrading. In terms of her combo, there are lots of combo you can formulate depending on the scenario. When you are trying to chase a dying enemy, this is the combo you can use. First, use your second skill and ultimate skill one after the other so the travel time would already start and reach the most possible charges in your situation. The ultimate skill will also reveal the target and increase its hitbox. Then, shoot your second skill towards the target as you can do this easily because of the position reveal. During ganks, you can use this combo. First, use your second skill so the travel time of the Astral Sphere has already started. Then, use your ultimate skill. Then, place your first skill to slow them down. Then shoot them down with your second skill. If that was not enough, use your Flame Shot if you are using that as your spell. Additional tip, your ultimate skill has no damage, so better not use it hoping for damage to come out of it. The tips I mentioned are just some of the ways you can use Novaria. This video just guides you on how to use Novaria, the Kurumi way. So, once again, this is Kurumi and that's how you use Novaria. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like and share this video. Also subscribe to our channel for more contents by clicking on the subscribe button below. For our skin giveaway events, check out the community tab for the giveaway post. We have our coffee account just in case you want to donate us some coffee funds. Check our coffee link on the description of this video. Please, only trust bootcamp videos from our official accounts. See you on the next Mobile Legends bootcamp. Cheers!